Michigan played their best. They look bad versus better SEC teams. Y'all just like the last 2 times Bama beat y'all. You know what? It's like, who did you? Are you not? See, this is when I get irritated with people. I know you say don't worry about it, but this is when I get irritated. You're not listening. You're not listening. Clearly, I started off by saying Georgia was the better team today. Georgia is the better team. You're not listening. But I also say, despite Georgia being the better team, Michigan also eased money, hurt themselves. You know our clear signs that a team is hurting themselves? False starts.
Fumbling the bar.
Fumbling. Yeah. False starts. The opposing team doesn't make you false start. You know the snap count. Shut up. I can't stand people like, you're not listening. But thank you for watching. But you're not listening. God almighty.
Well, and what I would like to address is, same a thingy, is that they need to give their trophies and accolades back. Like, they're an embarrassment.
Stop.
Dude, they earned. Listen, I as someone who is not a Michigan fan, there's no one who is, I would say, more equipped to answer this question objectively or respond to this comment. It's not a question, but there's absolutely no way that Michigan should give back anything because they earned every bit of it. They went out and beat Penn State. They went out and battled to Michigan State. They went out and beat Ohio State and beat Iowa. There is no possible way, no realm, no rhyme or reason that they should give back anything. They had a tough bout today against a really good team. There's no shame in that because guess what? Whatever team you root for, unless it's Georgia or Alabama, they're at home too. So you could say whatever you want and whatever, you can, it's easy to throw shots, when a team's, game is as fresh as this one is, right? So if you're a Ohio State, Iowa, Penn State fan, like, it's easy to throw jabs at Michigan right now because they just lost the game. But guess what? But Michigan was in this game too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your team outside of Georgia and Alabama, your team wasn't in this game. So, it is what it is. But appreciate the super chat.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Desmond.
Go ahead.
All right, are you when your corner is following a receiver on a go route and he stutters, stops running, and the receiver beats him when they were initially stride for stride, isn't that beating yourself?
You could definitely help yourself by continuing to run.
I don't think it was a double move. I don't know if he
it was not.
Cause he was in front, double move. And he just stopped. Gray, I think Gray. It was clear Gray felt. I don't know. Was that Pickens? I'm not sure who the Jordan receiver was.
No, it was number 7, but it wasn't Pickens. Pickens was 1.
They were stride for stride. It looked like Gray felt his body, as most corners do, kind of felt to see where he was because they knew they were close, right? Trying to get position for the ball, but it seemed like he felt the receiver kind of slow down for a second. Then he thought, oh, maybe the ball's here, and then he just stopped running, right? How about the fade route that Baldwin stopped running for, right? And it's a clear interception due to miscommunication, self-inflicted, between Kane and Baldwin. Okay, like, those are the type of things where you're hurting yourself. All right, like, and both things can be true. Both things can be true. But and I know people are trolling. I just get, I don't know. I just like, can we just, man, it's just.
Listen, here's the thing.
Guys. No, Georgia is a better team. Georgia's a better team. Georgia's a better team. Georgia's a better team. Are you happy? I've been saying that. Now, can we talk football, please? Go ahead, Desmond.
But here's what you've got to understand, and this is part of the process when it comes to being on the big stages. You've got to understand that people, like, you're going to be a target for arrows because people want to take shots. Like, it's easy to do that.
At home watching
this super chat, right? GOJ, appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening and tuning in. Says, I love y'all boys, but I'm rubbing in it a bit. Go Bucks and go Big Ten, right? So this is an Ohio State fan. What did Michigan do to Ohio State about 5 or 6 weeks ago? right?
Went down that gut.
Literally took away their ability to play for the national championship. So naturally, they're going to be waiting for you to fail in the downfall. And like I said, GOJ, thank you so much for your super chat, and I think you actually tuned in earlier today for the stream. So thank you so much for your support and hanging in and checking us out. So I definitely appreciate it, all love, but like that's part of being up there. Like think about this, Dre. Right, so there was I think it might have been 2015, but when Alabama lost to Ole Miss, right, in the regular season, it was literally their first conference game. You saw all over ESPN and sports media, oh, the dynasty's over. Oh, Saban's lost it. Has the game passing by? Blah blah blah. Like it's just easy to throw arrows and shots at that time when you lose a game. So it just kind of is what it is. I'm probably more with Antoine Johnson. I don't think that the talent level was that different as far as I don't think I mean, to me, I think the talent level difference was larger in the first game than it was in the second game for Alabama and Cincinnati versus, you know, Michigan and Georgia. I think I really and maybe I'm crazy and feel free to call me crazy. I think Michigan just did not execute at a high level.